Hey. Alright, I'm going to show you guys how to refund for an item that's different. So, say if you buy two harems for $80, and then they want to bring one of those harems back, and then they want to replace it for Cosmic Om tights, for instance. Let's do it. Alright, so the customer comes in and they want to buy their two harems. So we'll buy both of those, and you would be scanning it in, obviously, and I'm just going to select some random ones. Yeah, one of those, and one of those. Cool, there's. Okay, so the customer came in, they want to buy two harems, one's a three-way, one's a three-quarter, and we'll click pay, and that'll apply the deal of $80. Alright, so the customer wants to pay by 20 cash and the rest on card, for instance. Let's make it real difficult. Okay, so 60 on the card, 20 cash. So we go 60, 20, alright. And then we click pay. Just normal as, that's how it is when they come into the store. And okay, so the day's gone on, and this person comes back into the store and decides, hey, I got these two harems. Didn't really like the three-quarter harems, and yeah, they're not going to do the job. The wife didn't like them or anything like that. Yeah, so he wants to replace them, regardless of his excuse. So he comes in, we grab the receipt off him, we click on the I Spy Store logo up the top here, and then we click on Order List, which is this icon here. Okay, so he's given us the order number. You type it in into this box up here, make sure it's this white one, and I'm just going to paste it in there because I've already got it, but you would type it in. Okay, so we can see this order, and we'll click on this orange part here, the number, and we'll just scroll down the page a little bit, and we'll validate that. We'll look at the receipt, look at this, and make sure that the products match up. Okay, so we've the guy wants to exchange it for another product, which is the Cosmic Om tights. So we'll issue a credit memo. And then we want to always return to stock all the items that are on the list. If it's more than two, tick them all. If it's less than two, tick the one. Whatever's, just make sure that they're all ticked. You want to return all those items to stock. Okay, and as we can see, it's for $80, and we want to select it by holding the left click button, drag over the top, and let go. Okay, and then we want to right click on the blue part, and we click copy. And the reason why we do that is because when we make the new order, we want the total amount from this order put into there. And we also, when we do the manual transfer, which is, you don't really need to know what's behind it, is all you need to know is when we do these refunds, it doesn't actually do anything to the till drawer, so we manually have to do it at the moment. So anyway, we right click on that, click copy, and then here we click refund offline. And if you can't find this, scroll down the page and then click refund offline. Okay, so it'll print out the refund note, and I can't print it, so I'm going to click cancel. But the next part is to do that manual transfer that I was telling you about. So the way we do that is we click on this total amount button up the top here, click on that, and then we click on the cash drawer. So once we're in the cash drawer, it'll print out a little thing to say the cash drawer's been opened. I'm obviously going to click cancel because I don't have a printer. And in here, we'll type in the amount. And it's $80. And because I copy and pasted it with the $sign, I need to remove it because this manual transfer doesn't deal with that. It only deals with numbers. Okay, and we want to transfer it out of the drawer as if it's going into the customer's hands. So the $80 is getting transferred out of the drawer into the customer's hands. And we just make a note to that, refunding order number, and you would type in the order number from the receipt. Okay, so I put that into there, and we click transfer. So that's this little button here, and that'll transfer $80 out of the drawer. Alright, so now we want to close this window by clicking the cross up here, and then we can create our new order. So to do that, we want to click on the iSpy Store logo up here, and then we click on order list, and then we find our old order, which is this one here, and then we want to reload it. So that's that button there, reload. Now we've got the products back into the system, which is from their old order. And didn't like the 3/4 harems, so we hover over the top and this X pops up. So we delete the 3/4 harems and we scan in the Cosmic Om Tights. So we scan that in, and now the price is $99.90. No deal gets applied because Cosmic Om Tights do not have the deal. Okay, so if the client, or the customer, if the customer decides that they want to pay the extra on the card, is what we do is we click on cash and we paste into there the amount of money. It's not letting me paste it at the moment, but if you can remember, then the old amount was $80. Sorry, the old amount was $80, so we always make sure that's in cash, and then the remaining amount they wanted to pay on the card. If it's all to be paid on cash, then you'd just click on cash and you'd put the entire amount in there. So $99.90, and we want to have 0 on here. So everything is on the cash. So that's if they're not going to pay the extra via card and they're going to pay it via cash. But if they are going to pay it via card, then you'd type in the old amount from the last one into the cash, because that's what needs to go back into the cash drawer regardless. And then the next part is do the split, which is the remaining amount on the card, $19.90. So before we click pay, you'll process the $19.90 on the EFTPOS machine, and once that clears, then you can click pay. So we click pay, and that's how we do an exchange for another product that is different, and if they're paying via card for the remaining amount. Okay, so let's take a look at the till report. That's the end of doing the exchange. So doing this till report part is not necessary until the end of the day, but I'm going to do it now just to show you that the results are what is expected. So this one here, we have $200 in the drawer. The customer comes in and does purchases 2 items for $80, and they want to put 60 on the card and 20 on cash. Okay, so that'll make card 40, or make card 60, and make the cash 220. Then we do the refund, and that takes $80 out of the cash, so that goes 140, it'll bring it down to. And then we buy the new item, which is an extra, and then we create the new order. So $80 comes back into the drawer, so that takes it back up to 220. And then the remaining goes on the card, so that'll be 60 plus 19.90, which will be 79.90 on card, 220 on cash. $79.90, $2.20. $79.90, $2.20. As you can see here, it is bang on and it works perfectly. So this is the things that we're going to have to follow at the moment. It seems like a little bit of a long-winded process. Maybe not a little bit. It's definitely the long-winded process of going about it. However, the system doesn't support exchanges, and this is my workaround to make sure it does. In the future, there's going to be a new way to do it, and hopefully it's just one click button that'll do it all for you. But at the moment, this is the way that needs to be followed to do a refund when you're exchanging for a product that is different. Alright, so I'll leave that in your hands, and go through the video as much times as you want, and also contact me on Skype, and I'll log in via TeamViewer and I'll guide you through it. And if we can do this quite often, then everyone should be able to get used to it. Enjoy.